Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm an airline pilot, and in today's video let's have a look at a great new feature implemented by SimBrief, which is the one that we've got right on the top over here called Calculate and Compare. Now that provides very useful on our creation of flight plans, so let's go ahead and put it to a test. Today we are going to plan a flight from Finnair, which is flight 314, departing from Vasa towards Helsinki. And it is going to be operated on an ATR 72-600 aircraft with a registration Oscar Hotel minus Foxtrot Uniform Kilo. Alright, the call sign is going to be Finnair 4 Alpha Tango. So, with that stuff now entered, let's decide on a passenger load, which is going to be 67, and we are going to carry 200 kilograms of freight. So with all that stuff now decided, we can go ahead and hit calculate and compare. What this does is it basically calculates our flight plan, and then it saves the most important values on the top over here. Now let's go ahead and do a couple of changes. We saw that by default it planned flight level 210. So let's have a look what happens if we fly a couple hundred feet higher by manually planning flight level 230. Let's hit calculate and compare, and we can see that it is a much weaker wind component there, and that we have to fly quite a bit higher at quite a bit longer at 40 seconds. Giving us 58 minutes and 17 seconds. So overall, this is also more block fuel, 12 kilograms more, so not very recommendable. So let's go ahead and close that and plan a lower altitude, let's say flight level 190. Let's see what's going to happen this time. Hit calculate and compare. And this time we are going to be 18 seconds faster, but we are going to use 7 kilograms more fuel, because our wind component is a little bit less, as we can see over here. So wind component not ideal, therefore higher fuel usage, and that means 190 is not as effective either. Now just for the sake of it, I'm also going to do flight level 170 to see what's going to come about this time. We can see over here we're saving even a little bit more time, but again we are using quite a bit more fuel at 41 kilos extra in flight level 170. So overall, again, we are not very optimal there. So the best in terms of fuel usage is actually still up here, the original SimBrief idea of flight level 210. Now a couple more things that this can be very useful for. In the ATR right now we only have a single option for our cruise profile, but let's say we had a different airplane. Let's, for the sake of it, just take an A320 and see a couple of the different options that we can calculate over here. Now, let's hit calculate and compare so that we get our original numbers. And this is for cost index 5 right now, flight level 310. So let's play it a little bit with it. Let's say we take cost index 100. What is the additional fuel usage going to be? Calculate, here we go. We save half a minute flight time at the cost of an additional 74 kilograms of fuel. So definitely not worth it. The lower cost index is the better option over there. It's very useful to see how big is the difference actually between cost index 5 up here and cost index 100 down here. You can see that's a real difference in terms of fuel usage there, 74 kilos extra, but you're only saving 31 seconds on that flight. Now, we could also go ahead and plan some different altitudes. Let's say we make it a low-level flight, flight level 230, and let's calculate that. And all of a sudden you can see that we're almost equal on the time, but we have quite an additional fuel usage here at 170 kilograms extra. Like that we can now play our way around in the different flight options, and we can come to the most optimal of our flight plans. So for us, let's go right back into the ATR 72, load our 67 passengers, and then we are just going to leave it on auto once again. Make sure the registration is in, and we are going to calculate it like that. Let's see what it comes up with. And do note that it even remembered the results we had earlier on. So now it's flight level 210, and it just calculated a slightly longer flight time, even though I don't know why. It's the same conditions that we literally had in the beginning. But you can get the basic idea of how these plans work out. So for us, 210 seems to be the most optimal level. So let's go ahead and generate the flight. And like that, SimBrief is now going to generate the flight plan for us. And we know that we got the most optimal of all different calculations for us right now. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Really simple but very useful tool. That means we don't need to constantly go back into the flight generation menu, compile it ourselves, read the times and so on. So really cool that they implemented this. I really like that feature. So that's going to be it. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you liked it. If you did, do let me know in the comments below, and let me know what else you think SimBrief could improve, so that maybe we can forward that to the developers. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like on YouTube as well, as it does help with the algorithms. And finally, if you're up for more, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you all again on the next one.